I still remember with my Baptist friend the conversation with him back in my country when I was really young during the school years. Well, you know that they have the kind of a problem with accepting Mother Mary. And they always accuse that you worship Mary. And then I simply, no, I don't. We venerate her. We honor her. This I simply reply. And then later on, he continued to kind of told me that, well, how possible that Mary is shown into heaven? And I simply replied to her, you imagine yourself, you are in heaven. Do you want your parents to be in heaven? That's a very simple response that I give. I didn't give the theological answers. Of course, imagine yourself, if you are in heaven, you want your loved ones to be in heaven. Well, it is not in the Bible. So, St. John in the Gospel, chapter 21 is the last chapter. 25 is the last verse. If we write down everything that Jesus taught us, and also if we write down, it is going to be endless. It is impossible to write everything down. So, therefore, Jesus built the church on the rock. He gave the authority to the apostles. Our church is not man-made. Our church is God-made. In order for us to learn from the church, well, however, if we look in the Bible also, we will be able to find the metaphorical references in Revelation. It is in chapter 12. A great sign appeared in heaven. A woman clothed with the sun gave birth to a son who would rule the nations. Who is that woman? Who is that son mentioned in the Revelation? Well, woman is mentioned in Genesis, right? The woman will come in order to crush the head of the serpent, and also the seed that she carries will crush the head of the serpent. And also, at the wedding of Cana, woman, what does it have to do with me? My time is not yet. At the cross also, behold the woman, right? Well, therefore, you cannot say that that's not Mary. The son is not Jesus. That has to be Mary. That has to be Jesus, right? And also, if we look at the apostolic tradition, to those who always say, where is that in the Bible and your song? Well, definitely it is kind of a very famous point, that Thomas gave us. When Jesus appeared the first time in the midst of the apostles, Thomas was not there. When Mother Mary slept in deep sleep in order to do the kind of funeral. Thomas was not there. Thomas appeared only 3 days after the service. And Thomas, you know his personality, asks for the body. Where's the body? There's no body of Mother Mary. Soul and body taken into heaven. Here is the differentiation. One is ascend into heaven. Jesus Christ ascend into heaven. He ascended with his own power. Mother Mary assumed into heaven, taken by God's power. And there's another point. Why she is free from death? We have to know that she is the Ark of the Covenant. She is preserved from the original sins. The death is the fruit of the sins. If Mother Mary is free from original sins, there's no way for her to embrace the fruit of sin, which is death. Well, St. Paul also mentioned in the second reading today, sin, sin, sin. Sin is the thing that made us, that gave us that. But we are kind of really, really blessed because of Jesus Christ. He won the salvation for all of us. Today, really, really kind of, the message that I would like to give is Mother Mary. She is our mother. And what a kind of a beautiful example for all of us. She says, yes. And then she accomplished her mission. He carried out the mission of Jesus Christ. What a beautiful mother. Definitely, she assumed into heaven. And she shown her life, without committing any sins. Therefore, let us approach her, let us venerate her, let us honor her. At the same time, I would like to encourage all of you to meditate upon all the virtues that she practiced, especially the virtue of her yes to the will of God.